So I wanted to make this short video about this subject because we've been seeing this video that has been going around lately about a clearly autistic girl having a panic attack in Walmart, and people are branding it as a Karen throwing a fit, and I am quite pissed about that. I know that a lot of people aren't educated about mental health, but there is an extreme amount of comments under the video who are saying that they work in mental health and they have never seen anything like that, or people with anxiety or mental health problem themselves that are saying that they have never seen anybody react like that. And quite honestly, it terrifies me because I know of people who reacted like that. I've been in multiple psych wards, and that might say a few things about me or not, and people are probably gonna say I'm crazy or something, but I really don't care at this point. At this point, I'm just trying to educate people about a certain few things that has pissed me off in this situation. So, as I said, I have experienced panic attacks like this before, and I have seen people scream this loudly in the psych ward. There's a lot of people who apparently think this isn't a normal reaction, but this is something I want to tell you that you're wrong about. People react differently, and sometimes people even react like this. It might seem extreme, but isn't experiencing something severely traumatic that you get PTSD from and panic attacks from also extreme? I will take this personal note in here because I think it will make people understand a bit better, because a lot of people are talking about how she should be put into the psych ward and she should get therapy and she shouldn't leave the house. I want to enlighten you about something. It took me 9-10 years to be able to deal with my trauma. 9-10 years. And it's very apparent that to me her trauma was recent. She shouldn't need to stay inside her house, her home, just because she needs to protect other people's day. Like, I know it can be quite traumatic to see a person having a burst out like that, but it's not about you. Why are you trying to play victim in a situation where it's about a person having a severe panic attack? It's not about you, god damn it. I have seen a lot of people call the guy who's filming the victim. It's an altercation between two people, and the person who is recording is, in my opinion, not a victim. He is only exaggerating the situation by filming. I don't think it's common, at least in my opinion, to get in an altercation and start filming it. Maybe that's an American problem for y'all. Why you start filming shit happening. I don't know. It may be for your own safety to film certain situations, but she told him many times that the few things she needed from him was to leave. And him just standing there and keep filming didn't help the situation at all. It even made it worse. It made her throw things at him, and I understand why she reacted that way. When I have had my panic attacks in the past, I don't have them as extreme anymore. I relate to her. When people didn't listen to me, I threw things at them too, and it might sound weird, but it's quite normal if you're trying to convey what you need when you are in a panicked state. That if people don't listen, you start throwing things at them because you don't want to be near them. And I don't think people quite understand what goes on in a person's brain when they suffer from like severe panic attacks. It's not fun to deal with, by the way. We don't want this to happen to us. This might come off as a personal video, and it definitely is. But I am quite very fucking tired of people being very uneducated about mental health and just throwing around words like, oh, she's just throwing a tantrum, or they're just a Karen and they just want attention. Most people I would know with mental health problems probably wouldn't like to be told that about themselves if they had a panic attack. I'm pretty sure if most people had somebody tell them, well, you're just doing this for attention when it comes to mental health, I don't think you would react in a good way either. So why are you applying this to a person in a video that you don't know anything about, and you're seeing them having a panic attack in this video? Can I apply some logic here? As a person who has suffered from severe anxiety for years and have generalized anxiety in many ways, can we please stop throwing around words like crazy when it comes to somebody who acts away from what is the norm of things people have seen. It is something that is terrifying to me in the mental health system, is that I have seen this, sadly of course, that when a person is silent and quiet about their mental health, they aren't taken seriously. I know many people who have gone to the psych ward with suicide issues, and they are threatening to do that to themselves, that the people who work in the psych ward aren't taking them seriously. They are out within a day. But on the other hand, I know people who have reacted like that girl did in the psych ward, and I have done that myself the last time I was in the psych ward. And the way I was treated was so quite different. It wasn't like you were taken seriously in the same way as people who are quieter are taken seriously. And not because they're being taken serious at all. To begin with, the mental health system in Denmark is quite broken, to be fucking honest. But I will say this, because I've experienced it, and I haven't been believed about this, is that when I had my total panic attack in the psych ward waiting room, the nurse laughed at me. And I have experienced that my friends and a lot of other people in the psych ward have been laughed at. They have been mocked by the staff. And in a world where mental health is becoming quite prone to youngsters and people of any age because of stress and the world we currently live in, it's quite terrifying to see how people are willing to treat people who are different than them. It is almost like in our today's society, we support people's mental health until it's not seen as the normal, until it's so beyond what you can imagine as a mental health problem. If it's not quiet, then it's crazy. And that is a fucking problem in my opinion. Another issue I have with this video is just posting it online. Like, he could film it to protect himself, yes. But did he really need to post it online? He isn't creating anything good in this situation. There might be people who see him as a victim. I don't. I see him as an aggressor. And a lot of people might not see that, but I see that because I see myself as the girl in this situation. You can think whatever you want, but I at least want you to have a bit of empathy for people who suffer severe anxiety. It's not something fun. It's not something you want. You don't want to react like this. Honest to God, you want to hide away in a hole and disappear forever, because that's what I've been doing for a very long time, sadly. My voice is becoming quite monotone because this is something that has pissed me off quite a lot, and I don't want to yell because yelling doesn't help anything, even though I am quite pissed about the comments because they actually made me feel incredibly ill. They made me actually have a slight panic attack because of how extremely terrifying they were. I want to pose a few questions here at the end, just to the comments, so you can say your opinion. What is your opinion on the situation in general? Do you have any feelings towards this? Then tell me. Why do you think that people are calling them a Karen? Do you think it has something to do with how the internet sees any woman nowadays? Do you think that she is overreacting and that she is a Karen, or do you think she has deeper problems like I think she has? Do you find it fun making fun of people online who clearly has bad mental health issues? Is it fun of you to post videos of people online having mental health breakdowns and calling them slurs and telling them that they're a Karen and they should just grow up? Do you really find that fun? I find that a miserable existence, to say the least. For me, mental health has been quite important most of my life. It's important to talk about, it's important to open up about, and I don't think there should be a stigma around it. I think we should all be able to open up about our traumas without being ridiculed by the internet. Though I know the internet is quite filled with trolls and that might never be a possibility. But in real life, I think we should talk to our fellow citizens, our friends, or family about mental health. Education is important to me, even if I will get hate from saying a lot of things I do, because I know there is a lot of I can't say that word. besides that, I know that there's a lot of people who lack empathy and doesn't see the world the way I do. And I guess that's just the end of it. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm losing my voice. I've been that fucking